Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new elite family of woods and irons from Callaway.
About age 31, Sepp Straka put together several strong seasons on tour, has now won in 3 of the last 4 years, was a member of the victorious European Ryder Cup team in 2023 in Rome. You heard him mention Georgia football head coach Kirby Smart. After his win, Straka, one of many successful Bulldogs playing on tour. Georgia, the winningest program on tour the last 15 years. Now, Tripp, I know you're a Yellow Jacket. It'll be tough talking about a Bulldog, but you were on coverage during the 2023 John Deere Classic, which was Straka's last win. What were your takeaways then compared to now?
Well, you know what, Damon? Oftentimes you see a player who's won once on the PGA Tour and you see a career-changing trajectory win. Because obviously winning once is fantastic, but you really solidify your career by winning a second time. But you look at how he did it at John Deere. You know, he shot over par for the first round. That's like shooting over par at the American Express. I mean, it's a track meet. Everybody's shooting low. He shot a 73 that first round. And in fact, after his first 23 holes, he was even par for the tournament. And over the next 49 holes, he played 21 under. It was fantastic. Look, he's a green hitting machine. The putter took off. And you know what? If you see this a lot, like, oh, it's just John Deere, it's not that great a field. Well, Ludwig Oberg was in the field. Cameron Young was in the field. They had top 10 finishes. So he beat some quality players. But you also look at what it does for confidence and then what that win ultimately propelled him to do, which was finishing tied for second at the Open Championship the next week, which got him then onto the Ryder Cup. And then once you're on the Ryder Cup, you have that confidence. He played well in the Ryder Cup. He contributed points. And now he's that player that has that kind of confidence to fall back on. It didn't happen in a signature event, but it happened on tour, getting that second win, and then now getting his third win in his 169th start. I think this is Sepp Straka's too good a player and ball striker to not start to translate this play into majors more often like we saw in 2023. He's got the game to do it. As I said, one of the best ball strikers out there as far as hitting greens. When the putter rides along a little bit, he can be a birdie machine. But he's also won on difficult golf courses and played well on difficult golf courses. He played well at Memorial. He won, of course, at the PGA National, one of the toughest tests that the players face each and every year. So Sepp Straka is that guy. I think he's going to be at Bethpage this year. He's going to probably play his way on. But if he doesn't, I guarantee you Luke Donald's not going to look too far down to give him a pick if he's anywhere close.
Yeah, Sepp now a 3-time winner on the PGA Tour, continuing to make a name for himself. From PGA West to Torrey Pines we go now. The PGA Tour will play the North and South courses in La Jolla, California. Beautiful spot. Because of the NFL Conference Championship games, the tournament will be held Wednesday to Saturday, so a quick turnaround for the players as they travel about 2.5 hours from the California desert to the coast. And the field will be headlined by 2 of the top 6 players in the world, Hideki Matsuyama and Ludwig Oberg. Jason Day, 2-time winner at Torrey Pines, and there are plenty of Southern California connections in the field as well. Sai Thagala and 2023 Farmers Insurance Open champion Max Homa. And for the first time this year on Golf Central, we say hello to Kira K. Dixon, who is at one of the great stops on the PGA Tour. Hey, Kira.
Hey, Damon. It is very nice to be back with my Golf Channel family. And another face that we're going to be seeing for the very first time this season is Shane Lowry. We haven't seen him in about 9 weeks on the PGA Tour, but he is back and ready to start his 2025 season here at Torrey Pines. I caught up with him earlier to ask him, why Torrey?
I've actually started my season quite a few times here, so it kind of made sense to me. You know, I like this type of golf. I like, you know, obviously we're playing 2 courses here, but the South course is quite a tough golf course, you know, US Open venue, and, you know, I like that type of golf. So I do like coming here to start the year. It's obviously a beautiful place. You know, it's always a nice place to come. So just the way my schedule is working out, I'm in all the elevated events, signature events. So, you know, come here, play here this week and play Pebble next week, and then, you know, on from there. So, yeah, I'm quite excited to get my season started. I've had a long time off, and I'm looking forward to getting going again.
How's the off-season been? You've had some time with your family. I know you've been playing some TGL golf. What have you been working on?
Yeah, I had 4 weeks in Ireland. Didn't touch a golf club for 4 weeks, which was nice. But then, you know, I've been back in Florida the last few weeks. Played a bit of TGL, had some great fun doing that. you know, that was some of the most enjoyable time I've had playing golf in a while, so that was good. And yeah, just trying to get back to, you know, back to working at it and kind of planning for this season. Obviously a lot of big things coming up, you know, notably obviously the Masters is the first big one, or huge one. We've got a lot of big events on the PGA Tour, but we've got that to look forward to, and then obviously on towards the other majors and the Ryder Cup. So 2025 is hopefully going to be a good year, and you know, I feel like I've had a really good off season, you know, mixed with downtime and practice and prep, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Speaking of huge moments, you had one of those last year, final round, par 5-6, hole out from 256 yards. What do you remember about that shot?
Yeah, I remember things weren't going very well for me at the time. I think I was 1 over through 4 or 5, and yeah, I hit a lovely 5 under there, pulled it a little bit, got a nice bounce and went in, and yeah, it was a good. I holed quite a few shots last year. I have a good highlight reel from 2024, so yeah, that was good fun. It's always nice to do something like that.
Well, speaking of good highlight reels at Torrey Pines, Max Homa has one as a past champion. He is in the field for his second event of the PGA Tour season in 2025, finished tied for 26th at the Century. Now, an interesting change for Max Homa this week. He's got John Wood on the bag, who we, of course, know as our very own NBC colleague. He's putting the mic down and picking up the bag. He's filling in for Max's usual bagman, Joe Greiner, who's taking a little bit of time off. So I caught up with Max on what it's like to have Woody on the bag and what it's like to be back at Torrey Pines.
It's actually funny. I wasn't going to play. Joe had the idea to, and my whole kind of group had the idea that I played too much, and 4 in a row doesn't do me well. It doesn't serve me well, but I thought LA might get canceled, and then I wouldn't have played much here. And then I got antsy at home, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to play here regardless because I love it here. So, you know, that's a backwards way of saying, you know, I'm very happy to be here. San Diego is one of my favorite places in the world. It's one of my favorite couple golf courses we play. So, yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, you mentioned Joe, your regular guy on the bag. He's not here this week. You've got John Wood on the bag. What do you know about when you think of John Wood? What comes to mind, and what are you looking forward to about working with him this week?
Yeah, microphone. I wonder if he's going to carry it this week. That's what I think of. I didn't know Woody too much on the golf course. You know, obviously was with him a couple times, but I just feel very fortunate. You know, it's unfortunate that Joe's not here. He'll hopefully be back in a couple weeks, but very fortunate to you know, go with Greller the first week, get another super experienced veteran caddy and John. So thankful, but yeah, we're going to learn a lot about each other this week, which is kind of good. It's a nice distraction. Got to talk about a lot of things that aren't golf, so that'll be cool.
Yeah, and this is your second week of the season. You got new coach, new clubs, so different caddies. So how are you kind of settling into things?
Yeah, I haven't quite settled yet, but yeah, I mean it's different. You just got to ebb and flow. It's kind of just like life. Just keep on going. You got to be water, you know. You just got to keep moving. So it's a lot, but I also I'm getting, you know, the clubs is not a thing anymore. It was nice to get 1 week under my belt. I got my coach John Scott out here this week. This will be his first week on the road with me, so that'll be new, but also something I wanted to do early in the season. So yeah, it's not as crazy. It's just crazy when I put it on paper, say it out loud, I realize there's a lot going on, but it doesn't really feel like it's still just golf. White ball's got to get in the hole really fast.
Well, Damon, as Max says, you got to be like water and just go with the flow. Speaking of water, we're hoping to have none of that this week. It seems like it's going to be perfect and sunny as Torrey Pines and San Diego is wont to do. We might have a chance of rain for Saturday. A reminder that, of course, this will be a Saturday finish this week at Torrey, but hopefully that stays away.